Flip, because it's a lot quicker to say, is the main portion of this kickoff. So here's how you can do a speed flip. First, you want to do a completely normal diagonal flip. Most of you should be able to do that. Jump, hold up and to the left, and jump again. The next step is canceling it, and to cancel any flip, you have to hold your left stick in the opposite direction of where it came from immediately after you dodge. So for a forward left diagonal dodge, you can cancel it by holding your left stick down and to the right. If you just do that though, you won't get a really clean landing. So what you need to do is, after the cancel, air roll slightly to land on all four wheels, and as you're landing, hold power slide as well to keep as much momentum from the flip as possible. I have both air roll and power slide bound to the left button, so that makes the last part a bit easier, but like I said, this is nowhere near as easy as it sounds, and it's even harder to do consistently. And if you don't do it perfectly during the kickoff, there's a good chance you get scored on. I made a little training pack for you guys, so you can test to see if you're doing the most efficient flip in Rocket League correctly. So in all these examples, and on all the kickoff goals I've scored with it, I've been doing a left diagonal flip cancel, and I can confirm that the left one works for both diagonal kickoff spawns. So the first shot in the pack here, if you can touch the ball without the time running out, you can do it correctly. And in a game, you can only get goals from this if you can consistently touch the ball that fast. I've gotten somewhat consistent at it, as you can see here, but remember, this is the result of 6 months knowing how to do this in games and 2 weeks of just focusing on the speed flip to get the muscle memory down. Some of you guys may be able to touch it after 5 or 10 minutes, and for others it may take a few days or even a few weeks. The next 2 shots are just the diagonal kickoff spawns where you can continue practicing. Now, applying this to a kickoff, you want to boost to the 12 boost pad and start your speed flip from there. But if you just speed flip into the middle of the ball, that'll get you the first touch before the opponent, but there's a good chance he'll get a little touch on it as well. By the way, like I said in the beginning, we're assuming the opponent is doing a normal front flip kickoff. The key to not let the opponent touch the ball is to aim your speed flip where you can land at the very edge of the ball, and that's why this kickoff is so hard. Not only do you have to know how to do the speed flip itself, but you have to know how to aim it and land it exactly where you want it to. Okay, so if you do everything I said perfectly and your opponent does a front flip kickoff, which is super common at any rank, you have a decent chance to score yourself a free goal. The first way and easiest way to do this is to hit the close edge of the ball and bounce it off the sidewall. If you do the flip correctly, it should usually bounce off the wall instead of rolling up the wall. So the ball will come back to the middle and you should have time to get a goal before the opponent can recover. The only thing I sometimes don't like about this one is you'll get the ball past the opponent and rarely they'll get a bump or demo on you, so you don't get a chance to capitalize on the open net. The second way to do this is to aim to hit the ball at the far edge, and this one is slightly harder to execute in my opinion because there's more distance to travel, which potentially gives the opponent more time to touch the ball. But if you get it right, the payoff is huge. If you manage to get it, the ball is either going straight into the goal or bouncing off the post or backboard right in front of the net, so it should be a free goal unless you're like me in this case and don't know how to score those. I've gotten the chance to save a lot of replays and watch it back from my opponent's perspectives because I want to know why and when this works, and of course there are exceptions, but for the most part, here's something I found. If the opponent is doing a front flip kickoff and at the ending portion of their flip they still have 16 or more boosts left in the tank, you can get it right past them and put it near the goal. Having a little over 16 boosts in the tank after you flip, by the way, is a completely normal thing to do. So that's what the common theme seems to be, to allow kickoff 2 to get us a direct goal. Remember though, like I said, when they do a quick diagonal flip, that can usually counter these kickoffs, but if you did the movements correctly, the best thing about these kickoffs is the ball always seems to bounce in a somewhat safe spot, and you have so much momentum built up that you can almost always get back in time. Once I got the kickoff consistent, it surprisingly hasn't been risky for me to go for. In less than a week, I've scored over 150 goals and maybe given up around 10. The third and final kickoff is basically the same speed flip, but you land and hold power slide and flip again and hit it in the middle of the ball. This one with 2 flips is a lot safer and will frequently win you the kickoff because you get the first touch. It's lower risk but lower reward. It's still a great kickoff, and I've already seen some pros start doing it. This last week though, it's honestly felt like I'm hacking the game or something, especially for the